Hello and welcome back to Railhead Ranch. It is Saturday, the 8th of October. We are well into the fourth quarter. We're well into October. Like it or not, fall is here in Texas. Normally we've got a little more green grass, but you know, this year, no rain. What are you gonna do? I'd like to tell you what we're going to do today, but honest assessment, I have no idea what's going to happen. I've quit planning my days some time ago here at Railhead Ranch. But if you stick with me, we're gonna have some fun. So as I mentioned a second ago, you know, I don't plan the days extensively the way I once did. I'm just gonna take it as it comes. I did have one pleasant surprise. Notice behind me, there's no 30-foot construction dumpster. That's awesome. Step one, trash. 2, water. We gotta check this water situation. 3, cattle need protein. They're not getting it from the grass, that's for sure. All that green stuff you're seeing, mostly weeds, I think. Yeah. It's gonna be an interesting year, thank goodness. We're stocked up on hay. Got more than enough hay to last into the spring. But we got to get started. Gonna pick up a little trash, do some water, feed some cows. To the Ranger. Let's go, get in. Get in, let's go. Yep, he doesn't mess around in the back seat. He knows where he rides. Oh, I'm sorry, I sat on his tail. You know, and right when you think you have this water situation under control, you end up with one more little baby who's going to be indulging. Looks like Evie has, is that a twin brother or a twin sister? I can't tell. That would be a twin brother. So is it Eve and Steve, or is it Adam and Eve? I don't know. Golly, look at him. Aggie is a really good looking guy. Well, at this point, we now only have one cow here that didn't calf this year, and that would be Aubrey. I think that's her right there. She may or may not be bred. I'm thinking she is. But Miss Clover, right there, just had her calf right over there. Yeah, it's October. I mean, we're going into hay feeding season. Not an optimal time for this young lady to get the nutrition she needs to nurse a bull calf. You know, we'll take it. Notice we no longer have a bull running around here. Watch the jumping bull video. You'll see what happened and why we no longer keep a bull here year-round. Also, I want to control our calving season. I think we're going to start running a bull here probably April through the end of June, and then when the bull's finished, either send him to a new pasture or send him to the place where he will provide sustenance for our family for the next year. The water situation isn't great, but we're not yet in a crisis. Digest that. So we've got rain in the forecast this coming Wednesday and Thursday. They're saying Wednesday is like a 5/100ths of an inch. I'm hoping we get a little bit more than that. Just enough to, we need a little bit more. I just need a little runoff here. See, here is the stick I put in the ground last week. you can tell we're getting, and this was at the water line. You know, I think it's, judging by the look of that tire, I think the water's only dropped about 3 inches. But when you get to the bottom of the pond and starts to level out, you know, we're talking about a lot of water real estate here that is very quickly going away. I think today's a good day to bring out the box blade and dig this thing a little bit deeper. So if we get any runoff whatsoever, see there's another stick over there I put in the ground. If we get any runoff whatsoever, I want to be able to trap as much water as possible here, especially since I do not know when the well's going in. I heard from our well guy this week. He said he's going to get to us as fast as he can. He said the calls are coming in really quick and at a high volume. I just hope he gets to us soon. Did some safety mowing up by the tracks and the crossing. That way you can see forever, and you don't have those giant trains moving at 50 miles an hour sneaking up on you. And now it's time to take care of some cattle. Now check this out. These are those snakes I was telling you about, the rubber snakes. It is funny because if you forget, you put them in here and you walk in a hurry, they'll give you a heart attack. But those little guys, they do an amazing job keeping the rats and the mice out away from your stuff. It's a little rubber snake, cheap on Amazon, great tool, great solution. There we go, high tech. Now it's tractor time. We are going to feed some cattle. We're going to water some cattle. And then hopefully I've got some time and we can drag some mud out of the bottom of these ponds, praying that we have a little bit of rain this Wednesday and Thursday that may give us some runoff, that may give us a little bit of extra water. So this isn't such a critical action item 2 to 3 times a week. It's getting old. It's getting old fast. We gotta check on Dusty. Little guy's hanging out by himself. What's up with that? Esco, that's brave of you. Dusty, how you doing, dude? You all right? You okay, big guy? He appears to be okay. He and Fernie must have had a fight. Normally they're inseparable. I don't see her. Since I think fall is upon us and we're definitely feeding hay from here going forward, we're gonna bust out the other hay ring. You know, it's funny when you're driving down the road and you look into a pasture, you don't realize these things are so big. Those little guys right there, those wasp nests, yeah, that's what you want to watch out for when you're taking your stuff out of the barn for the season. I got nailed earlier, and I think you saw me kill one of those nests in the previous video. That was a blast. Go get some hay. Oh, watch out. Watch out, big guy. See, by the way, these are kind of handy because you know, you can latch your gate onto your post, but unlike the gate grabber in that other episode, this leaves a T-post in the middle of the pasture. You know, something can fall on this, it's rough, it's sharp, you have to mow around it. It's just kind of a pain. Really like the gate grabber. I'm pretty sure I can install it right there. Yeah, definitely got to bring more of those onto the property. Hay looks good. You know, it's funny, we got a lot of Texas got a little bit of rain about the time I bought these, and then it just completely stopped. I think hay is only going to go up for the winter. I am so happy I scored that. So the prettiest cow we had, the most awesome cow, was Aspen. She was a E6 certified Beefmaster. So she wasn't a registered Beefmaster, but she was E6 certified commercial. And that is one of her calves, Frida. So Aspen had an issue with a calf coming out breech early in the year, and we unfortunately lost her. But I'm really happy to see Frida on the ranch giving us calves. And also Frida had a calf, Lucy, who looks just like Aspen. And Aspen was our biggest cow, which isn't necessarily a good thing, but man, she was just beautiful. I need to show you Lucy. She looks great. She's getting a winter coat. She's got like this fuzz coming on. It's the funniest thing, especially considering it was 90 degrees here this week. I don't know why they're fluffing up like that. All right, let's unload. And there is nothing that'll dull your knives like cutting hay all the time. Didn't take these guys long to find the hay. I would say they're digging it. Yeah, they always love a fresh bale of hay. Put the rings around the hay, that way they can't tear it up and lay in it and play in it and all that. We want them to eat as much of this as possible because it looks like our hay is going to be the primary nutrition for the winter. See, there's Lucy. I was telling you about her. That's Frida's calf this year. See, she's already turned into a fuzz bucket. She got that long, fine hair coming out. She almost looks red, but she wasn't red. She's black, so she's gonna have, I think she's going to have a beautiful sort of red and black brindle color. That's what Aspen was. Aspen was primary black with some red brindle and stripes in her. She was pretty, really pretty. So taking these off, two handles. One, two. See, it releases the pin there, actually down below, and all we have to do is push this down, back it out, and then go hook onto the other one. It's that easy. And got it. Let's go take a look. Okay, so those are in, that's in. Now we just need to make sure this is able to go down. This loader capacity is quite impressive. 276 gallons, or yeah, 276 gallons of water, a little over 8 pounds. How much is 1 pound of water? I'll flash it right here. So the total weight on those forks right now is, I'm gonna say 2,800 pounds or so. Lift capacity must be a lot, because I'm able to pick that all the way up and hold it. Now granted, that'd be really sketchy if those weren't full of water back there, but they are. That gives us a nice counterweight, which helps us out quite a bit, but it is nice. Lift capacity is impressive. Let's water some cows. And thinking that should do it. Drop it down just a little. There we go. All right, Workmaster, stay. Got to release the suction. There we go. That's what it's all about. High quality H2O. Thank you, City of Schulenburg Bulk Water. One of Chloe's inventions, the super water spout, has become so handy. We use this so we can pour directly down into the troughs and hold the water tanks over the trough. Actually, hold the water tank over the trough and pour directly down and not out. That way we don't waste any water, and we can hook a hose on if we need to. It's the coolest little invention. Thank you, kiddo. Good job. We are going to the last drop. Speaking of the last drop, you know, when water is as precious as it is here right now, you notice things like this. It looks to me like these old seams are starting to fail, and I might be losing water, which is not cool when you're hauling it, right? You have to go get the water and fill the trough. So I think we might be retiring this little guy. I think that's the last time I fill this thing up. Do the last drop. There we go. So I just realized it's almost 11:30. I am very quickly losing the day. I need daylight for a lot of what I'm doing, so I don't have a lot more time left to move at a moderate pace. I've got to kick it into high gear, but I do want you to see one more thing with me today. For the first time, I'm hooking onto the bucket and the box blade on the with the Workmaster, and I'm so excited about this. For one, that bucket is huge. I don't know how many yards of dirt it'll hold, but I know it's a lot. Once I hook onto these, we'll go through a quick recap of what happened today. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. Let's go check it out. Yeah, I could totally just get out of this thing one time and fasten that down and fasten down my quick attach on the back in one, but you know, I didn't think about it. So, voila! And voila! Look at that huge bucket. That thing is huge. You know, I wasn't even paying attention for what might have been underneath. Jeez. It is October, but the copperheads are still out in full force. Ask the pizza guy. Came to the house yesterday. Man, that is awesome. Big bucket. Now time for the quick attach. Well, the first time I've used the quick attach for rear attachments on this. It is crazy. The day has gotten away from me. A little safety mowing, which took a little bit of time. I fed the cows, saw the new calf. Clover had her calf this week, which I anticipated. Last week, she had a little slack in the back, and her bag was filling up pretty quickly. We expected it. We expected her to have her calf. This is going to take two hands, I'm sorry. So I have never used this. Apparently, I can pull this, and it releases it, and that little guy comes up. Check it out. And then if I push it in, it goes down. Huh. It's a neat, really neat little doodad. How cool is that? And then I'm gonna flip this, watch this. And it pops right up. How cool is that? Huh. There we go, and you can have your preset lever right here, and I think this is draft control and this is your height. Interesting. Man, this thing is awesome. And the Workmaster is like the economy series. I can't even imagine what the top of the line looks like or what it's like to drive and use every day. This thing is just amazing. Absolutely love it. Okay, let's go to the porch. I need to show you the swing. First, just like the quick attach on the front, I have a quick attach for rear attachments. Once you hook on there and there, you just use this little guy, and once this lever pulls over, that traps the bar. See? Pretty cool, right? So if you've ever used older tractors and had to get out and kick those pins around and muscle your attachments around just to get the pins in the holes and put the cotter pins through the outside pins, or retaining pins through the outside, or through the big pins. It's a pain, man. It's a real pain. This makes life so much easier. And this is a 7-foot box blade by Armstrong Ag that I bought, obviously, from Clover Tractor and Equipment. Thank you, Patrick. You're awesome. But yeah, check those guys out. They're great. They took care of me. You know, in a time where, you know, service isn't really as important as it once was because everybody's buying and the number of suppliers is limited, the number of supplies is limited, so you get what you can get. You know, they still make an emphasis on, or place a significant emphasis on giving their customers a good experience. And no, they didn't pay me. I had no promotion whatsoever. I was so impressed with them that I wanted to give them some sort of positive review, just as a token of gratitude for the experience I was given. All right. Man, check this out. That's a lot of tractor. And I do love the fact that they got my box blade in blue to match. And that's a bucket. Whew! Yeah! So today it's, I don't know, I suppose you could call it work, but I'm gonna go down and play in the dirt, try to dig out some dirt out of the bottom of the ponds so they hold a little more water when we get a little rain on Wednesday and Thursday. Whew. So I guess you could call it work. It's not really work. That's a pretty good time. But check this out. So lady found an awesome swing for the porch. She's always wanted a front porch swing like this on her little front porch house. So now she's got it. We came out for a suicide trip last weekend. I put the swing together, hung it, and now we can enjoy it. Not bad. Not bad. So I can't wait to show you the house. It's insane, especially if you look at the before pictures. So coming up very, very soon, I promise, we're gonna show you the house. Even though some of our appliances won't be here for another 6 months, I think 6 months. But either way, we've got some plumbing delays, I think, for the next 75, 80 days. But this coming week, Lady and I are doing a punch walk with the contractors with 5 Oak Construction. Wednesday afternoon, 5 o'clock. So I'm super jazzed about that. Hopefully get our last list of finishing items on this place. And once that's complete, we can start moving our stuff in, spend a little more time out here. But that's it for me this week, guys. Stay tuned for next week. Next week is going to be awesome. All kinds of stuff going on, like all kinds of things. I want to tell you about it, but I don't want to spoil the fun. So stick with us, come back. Thank you again for your support of the channel. And by the way, if you're new to the channel, shoot me a note. You know, let me check out your channel. I'd love to see what you've got going on, especially if you've got a place like this, because we all drink from wells dug by other people. And, you know, knowledge is power, and knowledge is the rising tide that lifts all boats. So by all means, share with me. That's what inspired me to drive this channel or start this channel. And I hope you find it beneficial. I hope you find it enjoyable. I've enjoyed putting it together for you. So stick with me. We'll see you in a few days. Take care.